Welcome to the Decant. We are the reformulators. If you've seen our last video where we decant Michelle Curly fragrance, then you understand that she is our current operative with the highest potential to be a female equivalent of Jeremy fragrance. But there was one who tried to take that role before we placed Michelle into that position. This is the story of how we foiled those plans. Demi Rawling was an aspiring Australian model and dancer and makeup influencer and any damned person who had zero direction in life. She felt unfulfilled with her popularity and suffered from existential crises. To combat this, she started seeing a doctor who prescribed her medication which did not help. But she took them religiously in hopes that they eventually would. She also started experiencing chronic bouts of insomnia. She started attending insomnia support groups where she met her future fiancé, Pierre. They interacted cordially, and parted ways with little thought of each other. Demi knew her aspirations for modeling, dancing, makeup influencing, whatever, were not enough to bring her any of the fame that she thought she really wanted.
Hello guys, so I'm really excited because today I'm going to be talking about something like totally different. I'm going to be talking about my favorite perfumes. So
she made her first fragrance video, and it went viral. She had finally found her ticket to fame. She still battled existentialism and chronic insomnia. She continued to take medications to try to alleviate it, but could not yet find the sleep she so desired, second only to fame. Taking the bus home that night, Demi meets makeup and perfume saleswoman Irma Wilding, who recognized Demi from her makeup videos. They seemed to connect in a strange, contentious way. Demi could not place her finger on why, but despite the awkward conversation, she could not stop thinking about Irma. Demi arrives home to find her apartment and all her belongings have been destroyed by vandalism and robbery. Disheartened by the loss of her material goods, she calls Irma and they meet at a coffee shop. Irma tells her that pursuit of fame is Demi's problem and that she should abandon the thought of it in order to mentally heal herself. Irma offers Demi a place to stay and Demi accepts. On the walk to Irma's place, she challenges Demi to a dance-off.
A dance-off? What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. Let's dance.
And that's exactly what happens. Irma proceeds to dance the most chaotic and passionate display of ballet that Demi has ever seen in her life. She is so transfixed that she is not even aware that she has started to dance alongside Irma's hypnotic movements. They find the experience mesmerizing and agree to do it again soon. Demi moves into Irma's home, a large dilapidated dance studio. They have further dance-offs in various locations, sometimes inside the studio, sometimes in the car park outside. These public dance displays attract growing crowds of dancers, which leads to dance battles. They bring the dance battles into Irma's dance studio to ensure privacy away from even larger growing crowds of creepy, horny simps. Irma starts recruiting more and more members into their dance battle club. Her hatred of fame seekers leads her to start teaching her members about our movement, which she calls Project Obscurity. They engage in subversive acts of trolling against Demi and her ilk. All of this is, unbeknownst to Demi, her insomnia returns like never before. She remains sleepless for days on end because of Project Obscurity's online trolling. Demi medicates herself, in hopes to find sleep. One late night during a bout of insomnia, she finds Irma and Project Obscurity meeting at their dance studio. She pulls Irma aside and they have a falling out. She discovers the truth behind all of the trolling, and they have a heated exchange. Irma arguing that she did it for Demi's sake, and Demi stating that it is Irma who is to blame for her deteriorating mental health and chronic insomnia. Demi awakens the next morning on the floor of her own room in the dance studio. Confused as to how she got there, she heads downstairs to the kitchen where she sees Pierre.
What are you doing here?
You invited me, we had sex. Do you not remember?
A flood of memories that Demi didn't realize that she had came flashing back into her mind. She realizes that Irma Wilding and Demi Rawling are one in the same. Irma was the one who called Pierre and slept with him while Demi was lost in her own consciousness. Demi does not know what to do. She decides to escape her home in Australia, and Pierre volunteers to help her try to find a new path in life. So they decide to move to Dubai, where his father runs a successful fragrance business. Much to the delight of Demi, she is able to flourish in her new environment and continues to grow her fragrance social media presence. Fame and fortune are finding her. She continues taking her medication because she feels she has finally acclimated to it and gives it credit for finding balance in her life. Much to the delight of the Decant. We are the reformulators, and we are also Demi Rawling's doctors. We created a specific formulation of medication to subconsciously divide Demi's personality into its two parts, Demi and Irma. With the continuance of Demi's medication comes Irma's reappearance. A resurgence of Project Obscurity. She creates a plan to jeopardize all of Demi's social media content in hopes that it will stop her rise to fame and popularity. Irma directed her members in Project Obscurity to flag each video as scams, spam, and deceptive practices. She directed all of her energy to destroy everything that Demi had built. She was successful. We were able to make Demi Rawling / Irma Wilding demonetize herself. This is the power of the Decant. No one is beyond our grasp, and everyone is susceptible to our influence. Now you know the truth behind Demi Rawling. You hunger for more truth, you thirst for more truth, you want to smell the truth. You will subscribe and approve of this video by liking this video. You will comment below with more secrets you think you might know, but you really do not know. Your sense of veracity depends on it. Without the Decant, you are nose blind. Demi Rawling, you have been decanted.